Hi, welcome. Today's boom tutorial will focus on our development appraisal tool, which we've called Appraisal. You can access Appraisal from the top toolbar here. And for today's exercise, we're going to create a new appraisal. So we would select Create New, we'd select Appraisal. You can select the country. For each country, the use class classifications differ. We'll keep it on England for today. We'll give it a new title, so it will be Boom Tutorial. The next step is to select whether or not you want to start from scratch or if you would like to use a template. If you were to start from scratch, you would then be asked to confirm the types of use classes that form part of the development that you're appraising. We're going to clone an existing. It'll then ask you to select one, so we'll go with the Epsom and Yule Boom Reviewed, and we will start the appraisal. It'll then take you to a copy of Epsom and Yule, and it is the new appraisal that we've titled Boom Tutorial. So we've developed this along the lines of the Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors NRM1 document, their new rules of measurement, and it's the first stage of the cost analysis process, and includes, if you were to select building works, all of the detailed appraisals, and all of the planning and development contributions, disposal costs, etc. So it's a really powerful tool. It allows and ensures that you cost for all of the costs that you will be incurring on the development. It starts with a GDV, so you'll input your accommodation schedule for the development, whatever that might be, and it goes into a lot of detail as to the use classes that you've selected. You can always add or adjust those use classes through this particular button here. And once you've inputted your GDV as an accommodation schedule, you're ready to move on. There's the gross development value there of 6.166 million. From there, we would be going to planning costs. And again, it's a deep dive based on NRM1, so option fees, landowner legal fees, development developer legal fees, planning application costs, planning phase consultants, surveys, etc. Development contributions, CILs and section 106s are inputted here. Building works, so you can either do a square meter appraisal or a detailed appraisal, which obviously does go into far more detail around each of the building elements. So we've got building work, external work, preliminaries, contractors, overheads and profit, consultants and contingencies. Contingencies can be detailed again for the building work, the external works, consultancy and preliminaries. So you can do different percentages for each if you so wish. Disposal costs, estate agent fees, legal fees, marketing fees, which can often be overlooked. Finance and strike price, so the land acquisition costs, land sourcing fees, legal fees, stamp duty and land taxes, etc. Development finance, you input your equity, your maximum LT GDV, your development duration, sales duration, interest rates, etc. And then basically you've got a developer strike price. So it will start to inform you of how much you can afford to offer for that particular property based on all of the costs that you've inputted and the GDV. So down below it's telling you what your percentage return on GDV is. And it'll also notify you of when you've reached your 75% loan to GDV or whatever percentage you've inputted. So if we continue to drag that, the red constitutes the shortfall, and it's currently asking for 275,000 of additional funds in terms of equity or a bridging or mezzanine component. So we would drag that back. You can drag that forward, and it's a really handy tool for working out what your strike price can be. If we were to move forward onto the summary, and we will cancel those changes, by selecting yes, I'm sure. We've then got a very detailed breakdown of all of the costs that have been submitted, and a sensitivity analysis, and here, as you can see, all of the costs associated with that particular appraisal. This can be generated as a PDF, and a wonderfully powerful thing about Appraisal is that you can introduce other users into the appraisal. You can assign permissions, you can see the history, and assigning permissions, you might want to be looking or working with a particular builder or an architect or a colleague, and they can all come into the appraisal and work that up with you. You can go back in history, have a look at what they've done. You might want to save a previous version before they inputted their information, and again, you can do all of those sorts of things. So this is obviously a very high level summary of what Appraisal can do, and how powerful it is in terms of a submission to a owner to understand what the costs are with a development. It's also a powerful tool for submission to a funder, because it gives a high level detailed costing of the development proposal. Thanks for joining.